Hello, hello, hello. Let me know when you're in here. I am so buzzing. I've been having a really amazing time with the Lucid Entrepreneur Lab this week. And I know I've been sharing about this all over social media. I can't shut up about it actually. But just because it's been the most transformational and lucid big dream experience for the past, we're in week 5 now, so the past 5 weeks. It's been incredible. Hello to everyone getting logged in. Give me a hashtag live if you're watching this live. Give me a hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. Give me a hashtag GLTV fan if you've been following along for this whole series. You incredible people. Thank you so much. And give me a hashtag new if you're new, because I would love to connect with you if we're connecting for the first time. But tonight, I really want to dive deep. I want to engage with you guys on this really hot topic, and I think such an important topic for this episode. Like I said, this has been such a breakthrough week in the Lucid Entrepreneur Lab. So many dreams being worked on lucidly, and so many lucid dreams being brought to a reality in the waking state. It's been so amazing seeing entrepreneurs using lucid dreaming and lucid living techniques for their business to get results in business breakthroughs. And it's been awesome seeing the lucid dreamers really dive into business and use their work in entrepreneurship and as guidance for business concepts. And it's just amazing to be in a group where everyone can see these changes happening. They can share the wins, the transformations taking place. I love what I do. If you follow me, you will know that I just love what I do. And I'm not shy about sharing how when I run a course like this, I fucking run it. There's nothing I love more than being a part of a group of like-minded people, making those deep transpersonal conscious connections. Hi Amber, my love. Hey Jean. And people who are just high vibing. That's what I want to talk a bit more about tonight. This topic is bringing your dreams to life. So for those of you who have been following my Get Lucid TV series, as you know, this series is all about covering topics in connection to leading your life with purpose, making a difference in this world, really finding meaning in work, in your business, making the most of your time, your energy, sharing your gifts, serving people, serving others, forming conscious connections, transpersonal bonds. So give me some flames in the comments if you are ready to just light up your life with some of those things and techniques that I'm going to be sharing with you tonight. And before I get going with this, I also want to quickly touch upon something that I've noticed is coming up for a lot of people in this field. It's a fear-based thought, limiting belief, perhaps, that quite frankly, I feel like I just need to address before I really dive into this episode, because it's all about how people are really struggling with this idea that you cannot be rich and also help other people rise up, that you cannot have financial abundance and also follow your dreams, that you can't be, how can you be a spiritual coach and also a business entrepreneur, right? And I want to just say right now that this is absolute bullshit. It doesn't have to be one or the other. This is such a limiting belief that I feel like so many people in the spiritual field get tied up in. They have incredible gifts, they have incredible knowledge and wisdom to share with people, and you can absolutely have financial abundance and do that as well. You don't have to choose between offering a service that can also support you. Hey Gary, great to see you. It doesn't have to be one or the other. You don't have to choose between money and your dream. or spirituality and abundance. That's just not true. You can do both, and you should do both. And it's all about balance and being able to bring your dreams and your business together. And that's part of the reason why I designed the Lucid Entrepreneur Lab, because I really wanted a place where I could share the strategies and the resources for bringing your business to life and getting lucid about who you are, about sharing your unique gift, particularly for yourself, your journey with this world, and then my method for really being able to investigate, implement, and integrate those lucid dreaming and lucid living practices that I actually base myself both on science and spirituality. I take ideas and concepts from my research project and my Master's of Science, the facts, the science behind it all, and I also combine it with experiences and spiritual practices. And for some people, these will be things that really contradict, but for me, these are all aspects that just coincide with one another and concepts that keep me further in balance. So, like I said, I want to connect with you guys tonight. As I do, I always go through all the comments. I connect with everyone who's showing up here. And I'm mentioning this tonight especially, or this afternoon, because we're looking at how to call in these really big dreams, right? Your hopes, your desires, the things that get you so excited, they should do. Those things that, we can't help but like move around a bit because of the energy that's brought into your mind, body, and soul when you think about this stuff that really pumps you up. So before I begin, I want you to get involved. I want this to be interactive. I don't want it to be passive. I want you to get committed in this training with me. So I need you to jump on board with this. And the way, you might have heard this phrasing, like the way that you do everything is the way that you do anything is the way that you do everything. Sorry, getting a bit tongue-tied. But so what I'm trying to say is if you sit in this training, just listening along, but you're nervous about interacting here, maybe someone's seeing your comment, then I would bet that you will also continue feeling nervous about interacting in other situations. You won't feel how powerful it is in your next opportunity. So I want you to be able to use this space as a safe space to build your confidence. Start joining in this afternoon when I direct you to throughout this training, and I promise you, if you do that, it will be worth it. So show up here this afternoon, this morning, wherever you are. Let me know where you're tuning in from too. In the same way that you want to show up in other areas of your life, whether that be the dream space, the business space, your home, wherever, start really cultivating that energy here with me today. So everyone who is here, either live or in the replay, I want you to tell me on a scale of 1 to 10, how well are you turning your dreams into a reality right now? With 1 being, I don't even know what my dreams are right now. I feel maybe stuck, lost, confused. I need a lot of guidance with this stuff. And by the way, there's no shame in that. We've all been there. And 10, the other end of the scale, being my dreams are coming to life. They're being made manifest every single day. I'm living my dream life. Things are great in all areas: finances, relationships, health, wellness. I don't know what could be better, right? So let me know in the comments from 1 to 10 where you feel that you fit in on that scale of bringing your dreams to a reality. And just bear in mind that I'm actually doing this task for you guys, right? It's so that you can get clear on where you feel you're at right now. Because all of us need some time to come back to the present each day and just be really honest with where we feel like we're at. Life can change in a day, right? In a single day, so much can change. So just tune in for a second right now into the present and feel into where you're at on that scale of 1 to 10 in bringing your dreams to a reality. And I'm going to have a look in a minute or after this session and just see who's interacting, who's really sticking to this commitment, who's bringing the high vibe energy in all areas of their life, including in here with me tonight. The thing is that our lives contain so many elements, right? As I was saying, and I think it doesn't matter if your business is a 10 out of 10 on that scale, if actually your relationship is at a 1 or a 2 on the scale, because that's not balanced, right? And so that's still not bringing your dream to life. I don't actually believe that your business could even run at a 10 out of 10 if your relationship or your health or whatever other category it is at a 1 or a 2. Because to have success is to really have stability in all these different areas of your life. Everything's at play, right? Everything is intertwined. So I'm glad a lot of you are open to, sharing this stuff with me, and that you're in here tonight, I assume, because you're interested in this topic and how to really start taking action with this stuff, how to move up that scale closer to the 10 end. And it's different from just reading about it, right? Actually interacting and doing this, because we get results from the action we take when we start doing something about this, is what you're here for, and what we're going to get started on, delving even deeper with this tonight. So sometimes the hardest thing is really knowing what your 10 is in all those areas, really knowing your game plan, where you're headed, what that big dream is, who you are at your highest potential. And it's hard to be really confident and comfortable if you don't have a map for that. The map, which I call the lucid living and the lucid dreaming roadmap to success. If you don't know what you need to be doing, what you need to be focused on, where to focus your energy every day, every week, every month to get you closer to those dreams, then you might be one of those people that's just totally running off emotion of the day, floating along willy-nilly. You do a bit of this, you do a bit of that, but everything's just kind of up in the air. And I'm sorry to be a party pooper for the people doing the floating along game, but that kind of attitude is just not what is going to bring your dream to life. It's not going to build you that life that you dream of and that life that you deserve. So until you decide to get really serious about this, about hitting your full potential, about sharing your incredible knowledge, your incredible gifts, wisdom with this world, with the people here, this precious time, until you decide that you're really going to let yourself shine brightly as you should be and step into your voice, your lucid self, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, until you're ready to really dive in and learn the strategies and use the resources available that you need to take you to that next level of living, that next level of dreaming, then nothing's going to change. How long does it take to build your dream, Lana? Some of you might be thinking that. And the answer is, I don't know, right? But I would like you to think about, how hard are you really prepared to go? How big, how much are you really ready to commit to yourself, to the greater collective, actually? How much responsibility are you going to take for yourself and for your life? How many more nights are you going to spend just thinking about these dreams and desires or goals, or worse, just complaining about them, moaning about not living the way that you really want to be living? And that's why I can't answer how long it will take you to get there specifically, because I feel that that's really determined by you. Only you can come up with that answer, and that is determined by how you're willing to show up for yourself and for your own dreams. But what I can tell you, and what I do want to share with you today, is what I do know. And I do know about bringing dreams to life. And in this kind of mini series, I want to share some of the things that I know for certain. truths that I can say hand on heart with confidence. And I'm going to share some of what I know from my own experience of bringing some of my dreams to life, right? Starting up my dream business. And I'm sharing this with you guys because I had several moments over the past few weeks where I looked at this incredible group inside of the Lucid Entrepreneur Lab, and they've invested in themselves. They've invested in their dreams, and they're absorbing all the knowledge that I'm sharing with them. We have 52 modules that they work through. We do group calls, one-on-one sessions. So they're really utilizing the support that's available to them with this group membership, the weekly sessions. They're showing up in the one-on-one sessions to do that deep personal work with me, with themselves, most importantly. And these are people from all different backgrounds, all different ages. Some people are moms. There's some people in full-time work whilst they're doing this. And what I noticed is that these people aren't different from anyone else, right? They could have made excuses. There's 101 reasons I'm sure each of them could have come up with for why they couldn't join the program right now, or why they couldn't do this work, why they couldn't start working on the things that really drive them, those big dreams. But the thing is that they chose not to stay in the comfort zone, and they're doing it. They're doing it right now. And everyone in the group is just grabbing these opportunities. And every day I truly feel so inspired, and I'm just blown away by how they're really taking life by the horns and going big with their dreams. I feel so blessed, so blessed that I get to work with people like that. And part of my work is, connecting to people like that. And I'm sure some of you in here will resonate with me that maybe we're on a similar wavelength or high vibe connection, and doing this kind of work. Actually, I call it work, but it's not work to me. It's truly a blessing and honor. I'm actually honored, genuinely. And that's part of me manifesting my dream. I set out to create something that would really attract and assist this type of person who would use this modality, lucid dreaming and lucid living, and use it for their own benefit. So I teach, not only to create income, but I really like working with people who are all about, they're going to have the income, but they're all about creating impact. Not only bringing their dreams to life, but by doing so, they're helping other people wake up and rise up with them. And something like this, a group of people like this, doesn't come together by coincidence. So going back to that point that, everyone in the group is so different, and in so many ways we are so different. We're all very different people, and so it can seem like just this wild coincidence that is going really well. But there's one way that everyone is the same. Everyone's so authentic. And I guess one cool thing about what I do in this field is that the one thing that we're all the same with, that we have in common, and actually that everyone on this planet at least has in common on Earth, is dreams. We all dream. And both, the waking state type, the lucid dream type, maybe you have precognitive dreams or recurring dreams. Maybe you just have big dreams and desires. Maybe you have scary dreams, nightmares, dreams filled with total ecstasy, pure bliss. I attract these people to me. And that's what happened to bring this dream of mine to life. I always have people asking me, how do I work with my dreams, right? Both waking life and dream state. And I keep thinking about the questions that are asked. How do I bring my dream to life? How do I do this? And how do I follow the right calling? How do I know that what I'm doing is the right thing? One of the things is that it's what makes us happy, right? Usually when we're unhappy, it's because we're doing something that we don't really want to be doing. Obviously, there's other situations that you can come up with that make us unhappy, but I guess I'm referring to the unnecessary unhappiness, the unhappiness that comes about that doesn't really have to. It comes when we're staying in the safe zone, maybe staying comfortable for too long, acting from that place of fear, that kind of unhappiness. So I want to share some food for thought on how to start bringing your dreams to life today in this mini series. And number one of my action step is how to get lucid on what you really want. If you're someone who wants to truly honor yourself, you've got to work out what is it that you want, right? What are those big dreams? You want to create this dream where you're aiming for the top with it, your fullest potential, your highest potential. So you have to be really specific. A lot of people have aversion to getting really specific about this because it does require you to take a look at who you are and who you want to become, what things you could do, what services you could provide or contribute to this world. It also makes some people feel like they have to do that thing of, choosing one thing or the other, going back to that point of like, do I choose the spiritual practice or do I take the job that brings me financial abundance? And if you tuned in late, please go back to the beginning, watch this on the replay and catch up, where I say that that's absolute bullshit, that you absolutely do not have to choose one or the other. And I think actually combining things that you really love together is incredible. I want to share a bit of my experience with that. And I remember when I first realized that this is the field that I wanted to go into, lucid dreaming and lucid living, and I wanted to combine that with transpersonal coaching, creating Dreaming Wide Awake retreat, which is my 3-day retreat happening in April. Launching a course like the Lucid Entrepreneur Lab, using lucid dreaming techniques for business professionals and aspiring entrepreneurs, and being fucking terrified. I was like, no one does this stuff. Can I do this stuff? Can I combine these things together? Can I combine business and spirituality and financial stuff and all of that? It made me feel sick when I first started thinking about it, because it's not really a mainstream thing to do, is it? I was like, I don't know anyone else doing what I do, so I'm going to be a total pioneer of doing what I do. And I was like, who the hell is going to resonate with this stuff? How am I going to start a business in this? No one else is doing it. But actually really owning that, really tapping into it. What is it that drives me crazy in terms of like excitement, passion, big dreams? Really sticking to my unique dream, honoring myself, has not just helped me to bring my dream to life, run my dream business, pun intended, but it's helping a ton of other people do that too. I'm helping people live their best life. Now with the Lucid Entrepreneur Lab, helping people have those business breakthroughs, using lucid dreaming practices to enhance creativity, see things from a wider perspective, have that extra time, space, energy to enhance their skills, work on their passions, hit their goals, get the results. How to get the most out of their time being here, implementing different morning routines, evening routines, sleep hygiene, using dream work to really work through those subconscious, unconscious, and sometimes conscious to psychological blockages, really implementing the insight gained, the messages received back into the waking state to bring those dreams to life, achieve their goals, live their best lives. So that's why I think I can really talk about this topic, because I got really lucid about what it was that I want in life, in business, in health, in my relationship, in my future, with the people that I work with, the people that I want to connect with. I got lucid about my mission and my why. So I want you guys to really start thinking about that, about maybe 2 or 3 things that come to mind in terms of what some of your dreams are, your passions are. And I want you to share that with me in the comments today. But before you do, I do want you to try and get really specific actually about what those real wants are, those real desires, those real passions dwelling within you. Because by specific, I mean, instead of maybe having a rough idea that, I don't know, part of your dream is to go to Hawaii. Instead, I want you to be able to share that part of your dream is, you know, it's not just going to Hawaii, it's opening up a retreat center in Hawaii for lucid dreaming or lucid living retreats. Like really tap into that thing that you're like, I want to do that, but that seems insane. How could I do that thing? Just go for it. This is a safe space. Like I said at the beginning, go for it. Here you can share as big as you want. No limitations in this group of people. Or maybe part of your dream is just like knitting items, but instead of, you know, knitting items, like you're really specific about it. Like, no, I want to knit things that can be donated to hospitals for people with really particular illnesses that make their hands or feet really cold. Do you know what I mean? Like really know what it is, understand what it is, and understand why it's you who is here to do this. Own it. Really build that picture of your life in that peak state from your passions. Who you are. What are you doing in the morning? What are you doing in the evening? What's going to be your contribution? Think about all those things. Like really build the picture of it. What gifts you want to give back to the world. What does your mission look like? Right? And when I do this, and I go through this all the time because we're constantly growing, right? And those of you who've been in my 8-week online course, the Lucid Entrepreneur Lab, the members, some of you might be on here now, you know that this is a part of the Growing Vision Board module that I teach. You got all these different materials. I strategically map this all out. My method uses a growing vision. And what I mean by that is it's a method where the vision grows as you start growing and stepping into that lucid entrepreneur role of yourself. So it grows as you grow because we're constantly changing, right? And as you change, you need a vision that has moving parts to it. How many of you, let me know in the comments below, like give me a little wave or something, or a laughing emoji. How many of you have made one of those standard vision boards or something like that, and you make it really high vibe in January or whatever it is, the end of the year, and then it sits on your shelf and you're like, cool, got my vision down. But then come February, there's actually a ton of stuff that's already happened or shifted in your life. And then by mid-June, July, this is just some board sitting there that you don't even look at anymore. It doesn't even match who you are as a person. So I'm not about that stuff. I'm about massive growth, constant shedding. So I need, I like working in a way where we have tools and resources that grow with us, right? So share some of that today with me. Share what are those really specific things that you're like, this is me, this is part of my mission. I don't know how, when, maybe it's gonna happen, but I know it's coming from within me. I'm excited to read through some of those. Then I also want you to think about, how long has this been a dream of yours? Because sometimes we have these things that we've been longing to do. And when I ask people this question, I'm so shocked when most people will tell me, like, I've actually been dreaming about this stuff since high school. I've actually had this idea brewing within me for like the past 10 years, 20 years, and they still haven't taken action on it. And this is not to call you out, but it is to call you out. But it's to call you out so that you can own it. You can really know, like, these big dreams, how long they've been brewing. And if it's been for a while, and if, again, you're interacting this time, like, share with me, how long have you had these things brewing for? Because maybe this will give you a better idea of if you're someone saying, yeah, I've had this within me since high school. I've wanted to do this so many years. that now's your time. If not now, when? Another 10 years? Are you gonna wait that long? I don't think so. So, all right, that's kind of a general part of step one. Just going hard on what your dreams are, what you want to bring to life, getting really specific about it. And the second step is a flip side to that. It's getting lucid on what is not a part of your dream, or what no longer needs to be a part of your life. What are the things that are no longer serving you? We start seeing and tapping into what's not part of the dream through our experience, a bit of trial and error, right? It's like how we are with our bodies. We try lots of different foods or different means of exercise. Some of them work for us, and some of them we do them for a bit and then we're like, that's not for me. So we cut those things out. And some of those things take a bit more time and discipline. It's not always black and white. Like, you might be one of those people that feels like you want to sometimes eat the entire tub of ice cream, right? But your body is your temple, it's your vehicle through this life. So you have that voice in your head, the common sense that tells you, no, do not eat the entire tub. That does not serve me. Maybe you would do that when you were a drunken teen or something, whatever, and that's all fine then. But where you're at now, you know, you're disciplined and you're not giving into those things anymore that take away from you being the highest version of you. You're making the best choices for yourself. So what I'm getting at is working out for you what's not helping you along the way to bringing your dreams to life anymore. What are some of the things that you know you need to say goodbye to? Maybe even people that you know you need to say goodbye to. What are the things that you need to shed? What's the dead weight? Share in here tonight. Get it out. Just commit to this. Maybe it's like I watch TV way too much and I know it's holding me back. Maybe just some simple things that you're like, I now need to commit to this from now on. These are things holding you back instead of driving you forward. Maybe there's boundaries that you need to put into place with people and really identify what is it that's stopping my dreams from coming to life. And this is going to help you, shedding these things is going to help you in all those areas of your life, looking at this in terms of relationships. Who's deserving of your time and energy, your precious time and energy? Maybe spirituality is something that's important to you and you really want to give yourself deeply to a practice this year. Maybe it's dream work. Maybe you've been following me, my content, and you've come to the realization that what you don't want is you don't want to be stuck in the comfort zone anymore. You want to be that person that invests in yourself and your dreams. All right. So like I said, this is going to be part of a kind of mini series that I'm running with this concept of bringing your dreams to life. And I think these two steps, working out what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want, are already two really massive action steps to work with. So I'm going to finish here for tonight. But the next thing that I want to dive into in this series is actually the first moves for you to make once you've really answered or at least got much more clarity on what we talked about tonight. And again, those two things, those two massive action steps are, number one, getting really lucid on what it is that you want in your life, your mission, your why. And number two is getting really lucid on what it is that is no longer serving you, what's dead weight, what's the dead weight holding you back from bringing your dreams to reality. Okay, so thank you so much to everyone who's tuned in this evening. Again, like I said, I want this to be a space that you can really share in here. I'm going to go through, look at all the comments, connect with everyone who's getting on this high vibe, lucid living train with me here today. And if this is something that you're really passionate about right now, how to bring your dreams to life, I would love to hear from you. I don't bite. Send me a DM, send me a message. Let me know what you're thinking about. If you want someone to kind of, hash this out with, maybe we can clarify some things for you together. And if you're someone who's gonna, sit with these two massive action tasks from this evening's training, I am all about that. I cannot wait to see you for the next episode in this series, where we're really gonna dive into the next moves for you to take now that you've worked out those things. I know I also talked a lot about the Lucid Entrepreneur Lab and all the incredible results that transformations that they're making. And if that's something that you're interested in knowing more about, enrollment is currently open. We have an October start date. We also have a January 2021 start date. So if you're someone that's really excited about finishing 2020 on a massive high, or starting 2021 off with a bang, working together over an 8-week period, bringing your dreams to life, I'm going to be dropping the Lucid Entrepreneur Lab link in the comments. So if you're that action taker, if this resonated with you and you're like, no, I'm ready for this now, send me a message. We've got 2 spaces open for October, and let me know, because we can hop on a call this week and get you ready to go. All right, I love you guys. I'm so excited about the big dreamers that are connecting tonight in this space. Let's get fucking lucid, guys, and let's start bringing our dreams, both ours and collectively, to life.